Tonight on Game Night, Rusty, Nikki, Lincoln, and myself, Rodney, are going to be learning the 1 to 50 player game Welcome to New Las Vegas, designed by Benoit Turpin and Alexis Allard, and published by Blue Cocker and Deepwater. Some people go to Las Vegas to make it big at the casinos. We're going to try to make it big building casinos.
Hey, Rodney.
Hi, Lincoln.
Will you teach us Welcome to New Las Vegas?
I will try.
All right. That's all I need.
This is not your grandmother's Welcome to. This has got so much more going on than the regular Welcome to.
All right.
Because we're doing more than just building homes here. We are building casinos, we're opening hotels, we're driving limousines around. It's a lot. I'm going to try to walk you through it a bit at a time. Now, the sort of the base of it is similar to Welcome to. But if you've never played it, don't worry, we're going to start right from scratch. Each of us are going to have 2 sheets in front of us, which we've already done. We've got sort of the plot here where we're going to be building these casinos and hotels and where a lot of the action is going to happen. But we also have what's effectively going to be a scoring sheet. And it also has some rules reminders on it too, which will be helpful. But the way it works in the center of the table is we have these 3 decks of cards. Now I've set some of these, you can ignore these 2, this is just for example purposes. Normally we'll have the 3 decks and then 3 cards flipped over, face up on this side to be paired with them. So this is a pairing, this is a pairing, and this is a pairing. And our job when we begin playing is each of us at the table are going to pick any one of these. And we just do it privately. So like I can take this one. Nikki, you can also take this one if you want to. We all could. But we just see which pairing we think we want. And then we're going to mark some information on our sheet. All right? So let's just, as an example, let's just say I took this pairing here. The very first thing you have to do is fill the number in somewhere on your sheet. And if you look on the camera here, you can see I've already filled a bunch of numbers in because I want to use this as a bit of an example sheet here as we go. But let's just say, for example, I wanted to put this 4 somewhere. When you have an open, this is a street here. We have 4 streets. And then going down, we have avenues like this. When you want to fill in a number somewhere, if the street is empty, you can go anywhere you want. But it's important to consider a few things. For example, I've already put a 6 here on this casino. That means anything to the left of it has to be a lower number. Okay. Anything to the right of it has to be a higher number. So if I go and put a 4 over here, like a big dum-dum, then I have a whole lot of empty spaces here. I could only put a 3, 2, or 1 in here.
Right.
And after that, the rest will have to be open. And you really want to fill in as many of these as possible. When you put a number, so a better place for me to put that 4 would probably be down here somewhere. Maybe put the 4 here.
Okay.
Okay, maybe something like that. Once you put a number in, you're saying, I've built that casino. Now you'll notice there are a few buildings here that are kind of a light blue, and they have a crane, a construction crane over top of them.
They will need a crane.
Yeah, you can. You cannot put a number in there yet, because that location doesn't really exist. It has to be built.
Okay.
So we'll see how that works in just a moment. After you fill in the number, you then optionally can resolve the special power that was paired with it. And this is very appropriate because here's a crane.
Yes.
So what I can do now is I can look at any of the buildings that show a crane, and I can say I'm going to use it to build that location. So what I do, let's say I did pick this one here. I then cross out the crane. See how I'm just sort of filling it in? I'm saying, okay, this crane does this. Now you'll notice there's a couple of bills sitting right there, right by the crane. Every crane has a couple of bills there. You don't cross that out, you circle it. You're going to see that money is very important in this game. Some of the things you do cost cash.
Oh, goodness.
Bundles of cash.
Cash.
Right? The problem is you'll have to pay that off later, that money. Okay? So you spent the money to build the
You've borrowed
building.
the money to do it.
Yeah, that's right. You borrowed the money to do it. Now, later on, when you're filling in numbers again later, if you can now fill into this location because it's been constructed, and as soon as you put a number in here, let's just say I put a 1 in there, doesn't matter what the number is, you then cross the money off. Because now you've built a casino, people are coming in, you're making money. So you sort of paid off that particular debt.
So don't do it till you know that you're going to fill in a number.
You probably want to construct something that you believe you'll be filling a number in later. Does that sort of make sense so far?
Sure.
So we've got placing numbers on the board, and we've also got the first one, construction, which allows you to do these cranes. And it doesn't matter where you fill the number in. I could fill the number in over here and then use the construction over here. There's no connection between them. They're 2 separate things. All right, let's look at this next one here. Here's another symbol. This is called a show. And you notice it has a star shape around it. Well, some of these casinos have a star on top of them, you'll notice. Okay? So if I had picked, say, 14 as an example, let's see if I have somewhere on the sheet I can do this. Maybe I'd fill the 14 in here. Okay, and I'll just tell you the numbers go from 1 to 15, by the way, in the deck. 1 to 15. So putting a 14 here is not great, but I'm going to do it just for the example. If I put a 14 there, then if I'm showing a star underneath and there's a star above just where I built,
Okay.
then I can circle the star, like so.
Right.
Now, just because I chose a 14 paired with a star doesn't mean I have to put the 14 in with a star. I could put the 14 over here, and then the star would have no effect. Just ignore it. If you want to make use of the star, then wherever you put that number has to have a star over the top. If you choose...
Can you do that with this as well? Just take the 4?
Yeah. This is always optional. So you can take the 4 and not construct, and that way maybe just you don't think you're going to be building, you don't want the debt. That's fine. These are always optional. This you must do. This is optional.
But this gives you the option of multiple aspects of that one.
It's going to let you, that's right, open this up. Now, if you want to fill in a casino that has a star, but you don't have a star on the ability. Let's say I took the 4 here, and then I put it here, in this space. Now, there's no star here, right? Mm-hmm. I would cross this off.
Okay.
As a reminder, I didn't take advantage of the star. I've not put a show into this casino. All right?
You left the sign up, though. I don't know.
I left the show. Yeah, here we go. Show.
To get the suckers
There's
in.
nothing here. Just come in here and gamble. We're not going to entertain you. We just want your money. So here's what happens. Once you circle, the very first star that you circle, you come over here to your scoring sheet, and you'll notice there's a little show section here. You see that?
Yep.
You pick one of the columns. There's 2 columns of points, right? 0, 3, 7, 11, 16, 21, and the same over here. You pick one of them, and then you scratch off the topmost value. So I'm going to scratch off this 0 here.
But the other column actually has a lower number.
It does. You'll see why you might choose one over the other, because I'll point this out to you right now. As soon as I cross off one of the columns,
you're in that column.
Yeah, I'm in that column for now. But you'll notice there's some more of these dollar bills down here. I have to immediately circle those. I now owe these as potential debts at the end of the game.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, the next time I create a show, I'm not going to fill in numbers. I'm just going to circle things. Let's just say I did this one. Okay, I would then maybe come over here and cross this off. If I wanted to, I could start over here as well. As soon as I put a cross off on here, though, I got to circle these as well. All right, so let's say I get another star. I cross this one off. I keep getting stars. I keep crossing them off. As soon as I cross this one off, now I get to scratch out the debt.
Okay.
So, yes, there's more points down that track, but it's hard to get down to the debt to pay it off.
Sure, plus there's only 12, and it seems to me like you're going to probably end up having to choose to not build the show.
There's a lot happening here. So are you going to focus on shows? If so, no problem. You'll probably be able to cross off these debts. So if I get down to 21, then I also cross off that debt as well. All right? We'll talk about points later, but this is good because at the end of the game, that means if I've crossed all these off, I will get 28 points.
Okay.
Right? Whereas if I'd gone down this one and crossed these off, then at the end of the game, I would get 6 points because that's the lowest number that's still exposed there.
Right.
That makes sense? Mm-hmm. We'll talk a lot about points later, but that's the idea with the show, is you're just going to cross down this column. Okay? That's the show. Oh, I'll mention something else that's kind of important here. You notice that we have hotels at the bottom?
Sure do.
Okay. You don't get to do anything with these through the cards, but as soon as you have filled in all of the buildings in that avenue directly above a hotel, so let's say later on I get this one filled in. Let's say I have a 10 here. So now everything's been constructed here, right? And then if I'm the first person to do this, I circle the entire hotel. I have built a large hotel. Mm-hmm. Everyone else, maybe somebody else does at the same time, gets this exact hotel, they would also get to circle the large hotel. Everyone else has to cross off the top of that hotel. They would mark it off like this.
Okay.
So they got a shorter hotel.
Yeah, so if you then later on, so let's just say Lincoln had filled in all of these already. I would cross this off like this. Everyone would who hasn't finished it. Then if I ever do fill this in, let's say I do, that would not be legal. Let's say I do fill all these in, I will circle the small hotel. I've built the small hotel.
Okay. And anyone else after you?
And also, yeah, everyone can build
anyways.
small hotels.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the first person who builds all of the buildings above it will get the large hotel, and they'll be the only person who get the large hotel there. So just announce it. If you notice it, just announce it so everyone can scratch off the top part of that hotel and just knows it. That is that. All right, let's talk about limousines. All right, so if you choose to use the limousine ability, you'll notice there's an airport here in this section of your map. And there's a limousine getting ready to depart. So they picked up somebody here at the airport and they're getting ready to leave. You'll notice there's a little street sign there, right? With a little green light. Mm-hmm. That's your starting point. Anytime you choose to activate the limousine ability that's paired with a card that you've chosen, you then draw a line that connects this green light here to any other lamppost that you see scattered around the map.
Oh my goodness.
So for example, let's just say, see this one here? I could, using this ability, draw a line straight up like this and over here.
Okay.
All right? So I've started my trip here. A variety of these buildings have little icons sort of at the base of them. There's three main ones to look for. Yeah, VIP is one. So there's one here that is money.
Oh, yeah.
There's one here that's a fountain. And as Lincoln pointed out, there's one here that's a VIP entrance. Anytime your limousine line drives beneath one of those symbols, you circle it. This is something you will potentially get at the end of the game, assuming you have also constructed that casino.
Okay.
You can circle it now, though. It's fine to circle it now. And then hopefully later I fill something in here. Now I'll be able to take advantage of that at the end of the game. Same with fountain. So my next turn I drive this way, whoop, I would circle this. And then VIPs work the same. Maybe I circle around here and go to here. I'd circle that. Okay. The only rules about drawing your lines is you also always have to go from one light to another, the next closest light. You can cross your own line, but you cannot backtrack across it directly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
it's like
yeah.
you cross over it, but you can't go back across the same street. All right. Your objective here, as you're driving along, is to get as many of these things circled as you might be trying to get, but then also to get back home or back to the airport. Okay? So maybe I draw this crazy route here, and I get to here, let's say. I'm going to tell you a little bit about... Well, I'm not going to tell you the story on this. Let's just pretend I end my track there. We'll see how...
A story?
Well, yeah, we'll see how dreadful this is going to be later. Okay? So that's the limousine, driving around. Okay? The nice thing about driving it is you're going to unlock some of these lovely things here along the way that will give you points later. That's the limousine. Let's talk about this next. This is the improvements. So let's just say this was down here, for example, okay? I was pairing it. Anytime you're taking advantage of this benefit, you come over here to your scoring sheet. You pick, you look at the yellow boxes here. You can pick and scratch off the topmost yellow space within a column. Because these are going to be scoring opportunities at the end of the game.
Sure.
And so as you scratch off these lower values...
Those are basically wilds. Instead of having to do the hotel, you just get to...
So I'll explain this one to help explain this crossing off part here. So here's the large hotel.
Right.
At the end of the game, I will count how many large hotels I've created. Let's say I had created 3. I would put a 3 right here at the bottom, and then I would multiply 3 times the lowest value showing here. And that would give me 12 points, which I would put here. So when I'm doing these improvements, I'm coming in, I'm scratching off now.
Right.
I would multiply 3 by 5.
Right.
So if I go really in on large hotels, every time I get an improvement, maybe I am going to want to improve my scoring abilities here. And you can do this with a number of things. Your small hotels. We haven't talked about this one yet. We'll come back to that one in a moment. This has to do with scoring your streets, which we'll talk about in a moment. This is to do with golf, which again we haven't gotten to. Anyway, so you come over here, you scratch off. You start at the top and you scratch off. But you, even though I'm scratching these over here, the next time I do an improvement, I can come over here and scratch this one off.
So those can only be activated by having this type of...
This ability lets you improve any one of the items. Okay. Any questions so far, by the way? Are we sort of on board okay?
Yeah.
All right. Great. Thank you for staying with me here. We've got this inauguration snippet. So Miss Mayor wants to open the town. She's called Miss Mayor in the game. She wants to open up New Vegas. But before she can do that, things have to be prepared. Even the celebration has to be prepared, right, to announce this. So when you take advantage of this fellow here, you come over to the inauguration track, which is at the top, and you X off one of the empty spaces going from left to right. Okay?
Okay.
We'll see why that's important a little bit later. I just wanted to explain that that's what that gives you.
Okay.
I want to tell you next a little bit about scoring within these rows, because I didn't really talk to you about that. How, like, we're filling in numbers here, right? We're trying to fill in the street, but how do we get points at the end of the game for this? At the end of the game, you're going to look at your row and you're going to say, what is the longest contiguous stretch of either even or odd numbers.
Oof.
I've got a nice example here to show you. Look at this street here, right? I've got some even numbers. I've got some odd numbers.
Right.
So looking at this, this is where an odd number section starts. 7, 9, 11, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure.
Even. 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3. So the longest stretch of either even or odd happens to be odd, and it's a 4.
Should write that
Right.
down.
Over here, this is actually the 4 different streets. 1, 2, 3, 4. If it was the end of the game, I would put a 4 here, for example. Okay, because within there, the longest stretch of either even or odd was 4. All right?
Okay.
Okay, so you'll just look at every street at the end and go, what's my longest stretch? You might have some even here, some odd here, some even here. It's fine. Just find the longest length, all right? And at the end of the game, that's points.
Right.
So that 4 is just a straight 4 points. Okay? That's something to keep in mind as you're filling in the numbers here. All right, so we've covered filling in the numbers, hotels, shows, inauguration, limousines. Let's talk a little bit about golf.
Okay.
Anytime you fill in a number here on this top street, you'll notice there's little golf holes at the top. I'm actually going to wreck another sheet. So anytime, let's say the first time I fill in a number here, I put a 7 here. I then get to circle the golf course link there at the top.
Okay.
All right?
Links.
The next time I fill in something on this street, if I don't go directly adjacent to this casino, let's say I build over here, let's say I put a 10 here. Because I skipped, I actually cross off all of the golf courses to the right. I broke the link. I didn't keep chaining up.
Okay.
So let's just say I'm going in this direction. If I put let's say a 5 here, no problem, it's directly adjacent, I get to circle this golf course. Maybe I do this one, and I put a 4 here, I get to circle this one. Let's say I constructed this, and then I skip over to here and I put a 2. Okay, I skipped, so these are no good.
It's a small golf course.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a great golf course. These once I've circled will be worth points later. All right? That's the golf courses. I think it's time to talk about the scoring
Of golf courses.
of everything. The whole
Okay.
kit and caboodle. Oh, there's one other thing I want to tell you. Sorry, there is one other
Okay.
thing before we get to scoring. It is possible you won't be able to fill a number in. You'll look at all the options, and this will happen more towards the end of the game. But if you cannot fill a number into the plot, then you scratch off 2 X's on the inauguration track.
Okay.
All right? The game will end once someone scratches off the final 1 on their track. That will end the game. So at a certain point, once our boards are filled, this is just going to start filling up very quickly. But it'll also fill up during the game because of these that you might use. Because there's an inherent benefit to filling this in during the game.
It's this track here.
This one here at the very, sorry, yeah, you can't really see. Front, right here, this one
Right.
across the top. As soon as you filled in 2, you notice how they're divided into pairs?
Yeah.
Okay. During my turn, if I want, I can circle a pair where I've crossed off the X's, and then I can use a special benefit.
Okay.
There are 3 special benefits. They are listed right here beside it as a reminder. The first benefit
Wild number.
is you can go up or down,
Oh, yeah.
1 or 2 from the number. So let's say I was picking this 14 this turn, but I actually want it to be higher than that. I could, even though the numbers only go to 15, you can increase this by 2. I could make it a 16 if I wanted.
Oh, okay.
Or I can go down by 1 or 2. Okay? So when I do that, I'm using that. So I circled that to get that power. And then I know there's a dollar bill symbol above.
Scribbled
You
it.
actually scratch it out,
Okay.
which is, I know, a little strange. We'll see why that's here at all in a moment. So another option instead, when I circle that, is no matter what number I picked, I can then pick any of the card types that I want.
So you can match.
So
up
of the
with
5
them.
that we saw, right? Maybe I really want this 4, but I don't want limousine. Then I circle this, and I go, you know what? I really want this to be a show. So it's going to be a show, or it could be one of these. Okay. And again, if you do that ability, you scratch off the dollar bill. You circle and scratch off the dollar bill. Okay. Last one. This is called expanding. You can do this as well. So I circle this. If I choose to expand, though, this is a pretty powerful one. So I have to circle the dollar bill. I'm going to owe a debt for using this power. All right?
Okay.
What does this do? This lets me come back over to my sheet. Let's use this one here. This is illegal. Okay, let's come over to this sheet here. And it allows me to pick any building and put next to it a building with the same number.
Oh.
So I could, here's a 10, I could use this power here to put another 10 there. All right? That's legal. And that will
Okay.
continue my chain of even numbers, by the way. Okay? So if I was counting even numbers, that would be 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
All right? Something very important for me to say, I said this in the example when I was talking about having a chain of even or odd numbers. Casinos that are not constructed yet do not break that up. You see that? Like this it doesn't really exist. So 2, 4, 6 counts as a chain of even numbers.
Okay.
If I construct this though,
And put a 5
and
in
don't fill it in, I've broken the chain.
there. Right.
And yes, if I put a 5 in there, then I've really broken it up.
You have to use your little special power to actually do the double address number to make that one work.
Right. I'd construct this, and then I'd use, as you said, that power here to maybe put a 6 here, and now I've got even, right? Even, right? Okay. Those are the special powers.
You'd mentioned that
Yes.
we had the ability to alter the numbers on these cards.
Yes.
What is the highest we can go to? Is 15 the highest?
No,
or
no,
can we-
17.
Yeah, so the highest number you'll find printed here is 15. So you can go all the way to
Oh, it's
17
17.
using that power
And can we go down below?
to 0. So the lowest number is 1, so you can go down to 0 if you want and fill in a 0. That's fine.
Is that an odd or an even?
That isn't even. That is in the rules as even.
Okay.
Good question. Good quiz. All right, so I said let's talk about scoring. So now let's talk about scoring. All right, so we have a first block here at the very top. That has to do with these 3 objective cards that we have on the table. So while we're playing, there's 3 objectives we can be trying to obtain. This one here, I'll explain it. This says, have 7 hotels, whether they're large or small. So the first person who has circled 7 things down here, then says, hey, I finished it. They'll get 10 points, which they'll mark into this empty space here.
Yep, the 10
Right?
points.
They'd mark 10 here. Anyone else who completed that at the same time would also get 10 points. If it's at the exact same time. Then this flips over. People can still complete it. They'll always only get 6 points for it. All right? Makes sense there?
Yep.
This one here says the first person to get this circle, by the way, the circle symbol, you'll notice down here it shows circles.
That's even.
0, 2, 4, 6, that's even. Triangle is odd. So it's saying that the first person to get 6 even casinos in a row on any line would score this one and get 8 points. Everyone else at most could get 4 points. Then we've got this one that says, hey, if you manage to circle every single par 4, and you'll notice they're kind of split up here. There's 2 here and there's 2 here. Then you've completed that objective, and you'll get 8 points. Or 4 if you complete it later. All right, and those get filled in this section. You would total them and then put them here. The inauguration track. At the end of the game, we'll look and see who has crossed off the most X's on this track.
Nice. I see, yeah.
Because the first person who does it will finish the game. Everyone else might not have filled it all in all the way. Whoever does the most will get 10 points. Second most, 5. Third most, 4. Sorry, that's a 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now remember, this is yellow. So if you're doing an improvement, you could scratch this off. Then for you, if you're second place, you would get 8 points. Okay? And whoever's first would get whatever they had exposed for first place on this track. Okay, is that sort of okay?
Yeah.
Whoever has the least number of X's, they have to circle this bit of dollar bills here. You're going to owe a debt for
Okay.
not really contributing to Miss Mayer's inauguration. She's disappointed with you. All right? We talked already about how the show works, scoring this, right? So every single one of these that you circle, you will then cross off another space on one of these columns, right? Whatever the lowest amount that's exposed in each column, you can then get that. So here I would get 28, and here I would get 6. And this would be crossed off. This would be open. Okay. Hotels, same deal. I look at how many large hotels I have constructed. In this case, let's say it was 3. I multiply that by the lowest number above. Same with small. If I constructed, let's say, 5 small hotels, I'd multiply 5 by 1, and I would get 5 points. This one here has to do, again, with that scoring up the track. So I would look and say, okay, what's my longest even or odd in here? Let's just say I had 3 casinos length there. Let's say this was a 7. Let's say this was a, doesn't matter. Let's say it was 2. Those are straight points. I total that up. I put the amount here.
Okay.
But I also compare. We'll say, okay, street 1. Who had the highest number here? Let's say Lincoln did. So I wouldn't circle this. down here, let's say my 7 was the highest, I would circle this. Let's say both of these, okay? They were the longest lines of any. Now, if there's a tie, that's fine. Let's say Rusty and I both had 7. He would also get to circle his as well. I come over here, and we look over here. This is for first place. I had 2 where I was in first place. 2 times the lowest number that's exposed here is 4. 2 times 4 is 8 points.
8.
So you also get bonuses for having the longest, along with the points you got just for having any there at all. The par 3, 4, and 5 of the golf course is right here. I just see how many 3s did I get circled.
Sure.
Let's just say I'd circled 2, then I would put a 2 down here. 2 times 1 is 2 points. Okay, you do that for each of the different types of pars, par 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
All right, limousine. We're getting there. We're almost to the end. Limousine. So this one here, you notice this is the VIP symbol, the fountain. And the VIP symbol and fountain are the spots that you're circling
Sure.
here around the track. So I would count up every VIP that I circled and filled the casino in with. And let's say I had 4 of those. I'd put 4 here, and I'd go 4 times 3 is 12. Whatever the lowest number is. Do the same thing for fountains. This fountain here wouldn't give me anything. It's circled, yes, but I never built a casino there. Then we have the bad part here. This is the symbol for links, the limousine.
Yeah, the light posts.
I count the shortest path back to the start. So for me, it'd be 1 link, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put a 5 here. Then I would multiply that by minus 10,
Jeez.
and I would lose minus 50 points.
Wow.
Ike.
But if I had chosen to improve this over the course of the game, I could have scratched all 3 of those off,
Maybe 5.
and it would be 5 points. I'd lose 5
Minus
points.
5 points.
Yeah.
Improve, you said, so this.
That's right, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, using this. Or just be a better limo driver.
Right.
And then it's no problem,
Okay.
right? Or maybe you're only 1 link away. It's, it's not as devastating, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Okay, now we come to the cash portion of this, right? We get some dollar bills. We start with 1 bundle of cash, right? I look up here on this part. I say, do I have any circled that I didn't pay off? Okay, then let's pay that off now. Pay that off there. Then I also, before I do that, I'm going to see if I earned any money somewhere. So that's really what you do first. That's with the cash here on the tracks that your limousine went by. So I circled this bundle of bills, so I would then get to circle that. Okay, so if I had that's why driving the limo around can be quite good for gathering money up. If you think you're gonna have a bunch of bills at the end of the game, if that makes sense. So then I got another bundle of bills here. So let's see, is there anything I circled here? So I would come over here, I'd look at my construction. That maybe I did the construction, but I didn't put a casino in there, so that's still open. Okay, I cross it off. I cross this off. As long as you pay off all your bills, as long as you're able to scratch off every single one of these that are circled somewhere, here and here. Don't forget there's one here too, right? If you had contributed at least to the inauguration. If you're not able to pay off some of these bills, then you're going to lose 20 points here. If you do pay off all your bills, doesn't matter how much money you have left over, you just scratch this off.
Oh,
You don't
okay.
lose the 20 points.
So it doesn't
Okay,
matter
that's
what level as long as you...
Can pay your debts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, here's the last little twist. So they say in your first game, if you wanted to make it a little simpler, don't play with golf, but we're doing that. And don't play with this little thing up in the corner, which I haven't told you about.
Uh-oh.
At the very beginning of the game, each of us privately are going to circle either this stack of 4 bundles of cash or this little crossed out cash bundle. We'll do that privately. And then you fold your sheet like this, and it stays private for the whole game. At the very end of the game, before we get to scoring off the money here, we're going to flip this and reveal it. And we're going to use this little chart here at the bottom, right there and right here. If the number of people who circled the stack of 4 is the majority. So in this 4-player game, it would have to be at least 3 people, right? Would have to have circled the big stack of cash. Then we will then, all of us, get to circle 4 stacks of cash.
Oh.
All right? We've all said we agree to take loans from the bank. All right? If an equal number of people or less, so 2 or 1 people, circle don't take the cash, then we will all only get 2 bundles to circle. If nobody circles this at all, so if all 4 of us circle the not take a loan,
Yeah.
none of us will get extra circles. So you just have to ask yourself when you're playing,
Is
do
it
I
a
want
loan?
It's like a loan or
Because they're giving it to you at the end of the game to fill in.
Yeah, it's a weird. It is. You're going to the bank. You are getting a loan. I guess they're giving you the loan afterwards. I don't know. Might be breaking the theme a little bit there, but that's the idea. So you have to ask yourself, I guess, as an individual player, do I want to spend a lot of time running around here collecting money bundles? If I plan to do that, then I don't necessarily need to help everyone else get loans. If that's my plan. But for your first game, just do whatever you feel. You know,
Okay.
it'll all come out in the wash. That is, I believe, everything.
I will be asking you questions.
And feel free to ask any questions about any of this stuff. It's a lot to take in. Once you start filling in some of these spaces, it'll seem a little easier. There is one other little rule. The first time somebody completes one of these things, and this is a rule I think that was in the original game too, they have the option of shuffling everything up and creating new piles.
Right.
Okay.
But otherwise, if we get through the end of these, then we shuffle them all up anyway, and we just create new piles and keep going. All right.
Those go back.
These all go back in here. Yes, exactly. Thank you. I was afraid I would forget that. That is everything. I think that's everything.
I already forgot what this is. It looks
That
like
was-
it's these symbols.
Exactly
it's
right.
those. Okay.
Exactly right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give myself 2 fresh sheets. I think I've made quite a mess of myself.
2
here.
freshies.
Those
You can
might
flip.
be. That
You can
might be
flip.
like
Oh, look
the
at that.
best.
There we go.
Ever.
There we go. Boom.
I know when you wasted another sheet, you could have just flipped the other one.
Other one over. You're right. You're right. Well,
But then you do this, so you're going to waste one. Hey, limo.
so here are the options we have starting officially. And again, this part we all do simultaneously, really.
Okay.
In
Well, we have to
Oh,
do
we have to
this
do
right
this
now.
first.
Oh,
right?
yes, we absolutely do have to do that. And then fold so no one sees what you've done. And okay, now we can actually begin in earnest. These are our 3 pairings: 10 with a limo, 12 with a show, and 4 with an improvement. And just as a reminder, just because you take this one
You
doesn't
don't have to
mean
take
you
the
have to
show.
put the 12 in a starred casino. You don't have to, but if you do, little perk there. Okay, well, and keep in mind the numbers go from 1 to 15. Though again, you could go a little higher or lower if you.
But we
use
need
powers.
to progress these. So you wouldn't want to pick 14 here, because that's terrible. Then you'd only be able to do the last golf course.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. That's right. You'd never unless you construct this. You could. 14 would be there as long as you get a 15.
Correct.
But that's really
But you can't go backwards and continue. It's only from that point on.
You could go backwards from there. 14. You could have a 14.
For your golf
Why are you
course?
saying
yeah.
14 anyway? It's 12.
12 or whatever.
Sure.
yes.
Yeah. If you put the 12 there, right? You could put an 11 there and a 10 there and a 9 there, or however you like.
As long as it doesn't break the golf
Yeah. As soon as you skip.
Oh, okay.
It's just as soon as you are not adjacent to one you've already filled in on the top row. That's when you hurt the golf course.
I've heard the golf course.
So maybe we just talk through a couple of turns here. I took this pairing. I took the 12. I did put it in a show, casino. So that means I have to come over here and I have to pick one of these columns to scratch off. I'm going to scratch off the top one here. And because I've done that, I now have to circle these 2 dollar bills. These are debts that I'll owe at the end of the game unless I scratch off the numbers beside them if I get down
Right.
low. That's my turn done. What'd you do over here, Nikki?
I put the 12
Yes.
in a casino with a show.
Right.
And so I have to pick.
You
Right.
also are supposed to circle
You
the
get to
golf
circle the
course.
par 4.
Oh, and I
yeah.
circle the par 4.
Right.
I don't know.
If you were going to do parkour, though, you need to be on the
I did, yeah.
be,
I don't know. Is
Casino
parkour
Royale.
popular in
Casino
Vegas?
Royale.
I don't know.
You know, I'm James Bond.
And you've even got the construction stuff to fly off.
That's what I'm
Just like
saying.
it
It's
is.
Yeah.
totally the
Yeah, it is.
parkour.
Totally
right?
is. Yeah.
I'll be like you.
Sure, you can be like me.
Sure.
There's nothing that says you can't.
Well,
you
there
go.
is whatever I circled up here. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Is a bad plan.
Might.
I don't know. We'll see.
Milk was a bad
You've
choice.
done it perfectly.
First game.
So I
Never
did
did.
similar to you, but I did the casino to the left of it and put the 12 in there, and I will also go for the
Right.
crazy track.
Yeah. And you circle a couple of those dollar bills on that column
Yep,
there. Yeah.
that's correct.
Potential debts.
Very similar to everyone
look at
else.
us.
The
Aren't we
12
on
into a
track?
show.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the actual
right.
lighter track.
Yes, yes.
And circle
Couple of
the
debts
dollar
there.
bills.
Perfect. So we've done it. Now we flip over some new ones, giving us new pairings. So we got construction, we've got an inauguration, and we've got another possible show.
It's another opening of another show. Did you say Who flipped these?
I did it. It's all
Guilty
me.
as charged.
Yes. Let's do something like. Yeah, I'm gonna put my 4 there.
Oh, it's no. Okay, I'm scared all of a sudden I was doing the wrong thing.
I've done something new. I didn't do a
Something
show
new has
again.
been added.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh wait, that was a big dummy. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Addicted.
It'll be fine. This pen doesn't erase very well. I've committed to it. All right, let me walk you through what I did for this one. So I chose this pairing.
Yeah,
I
construction.
put the 4 here. I put it in a space with a star, but this is not a show symbol. So I cross this up. There's not going to be any shows in this casino. All right? Mm-hmm. But there's construction. So I came down here and I crossed at this construction crane and I circled this dollar bill. So this is a building I can build a casino in, and as soon as I do, I'll cross off that money that I owe.
Oh,
That's me.
fantastic. I put the 8 in here and circled the star,
Right.
so that bumped me on this track
Perfect.
a little
That
closer.
made a lot more sense than what I did.
Okay,
All right.
maybe.
I did the 8 up here with the golf course, and
Okay.
it was on a show, so
That's a good one too. It's you scratched off another.
I did scratch
Yeah.
off the one below that.
I went with a 4 in the construction, second neighborhood, and built the
Right.
casino up in the par 5 on the
5.
top.
I don't know. I think we're kind of getting it.
Wow, I think there's some construction. Ooh, or not.
So we also have an
Ooh,
improvement
upgrade,
option. Yes.
improvement. Oh, look, I just noticed they have the old symbols from
Yes.
the casinos, old
That's
casinos.
So we got a low number there. That can be nice. That can be very nice. I'll do this. Oh, Rodney, what are you doing?
What are you doing, Rodney?
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I'm gonna do this. Sure. That'll be just fine.
3.
Oh, Rodney.
I have immediate regrets every time I make a decision.
So do.
Bad with power.
So do we basically start with an upgrade?
Yeah, so you automatically have access right away because 2 of them are scratched off. I think that's why they give you 3 X's automatically. Oh, you're using one.
Oh,
fun.
we use it now.
Oh, yeah,
I thought you had to do the
You
dollar
can.
bill to do it.
So the dollar bill will only have to circle that if you choose the most powerful one here, which is when you repeat a number.
Sure.
As long as you're just using one of these 2 powers, you'll scratch this dollar bill. You won't owe anything.
Oh, I won't do it yet, but yes, I just thought we were indicating that you
no,
had that.
circling is when you
Doing
actually
it.
use it. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll just remember that you
Yeah.
haven't actually used that one yet.
Oh, so I'm still doing my thing. I'm gonna do here. Corn stuction.
Some construction in 2.
So I do need to circle the dollar.
Hold on.
Oh no,
There's
sorry.
a problem here.
I can't
What?
do that at the same time.
Yeah, I'm glad you did this though, because this is a good illustration. Can I take your sheet and I can put it here on the
Sure.
on the big screen? So, I think Lincoln, you were taking this pairing here,
Yep.
right? So Lincoln, this part here unfortunately has to resolve
Happens first. Sure.
So you can't put the 2 in here
Sure.
and then construct it afterwards, right? So you did the,
Okay.
Give me a new sheet. I'm gonna duplicate since I've already. And we didn't name our towns, by the
we
way.
didn't name our.
Give me a new
yes.
sheet. I'll just.
You want a new sheet?
I'll
Okay.
Yeah, because that's gonna
Yeah.
be confusing. Already did 2 stupid things in one turn.
There you go.
Sweet. Okay.
I'll have to redo your bet in the. Or no, you've. that's
No,
the
it's on the
sheet.
other corner.
Yeah, you're fine.
Just gonna make sure I'm putting
All
them in the
good.
right place.
Oh, I did my 2 in construction here. So I put a 2
Okay.
here. I scratched off another location and I circled the bill with it.
Okay.
That was me.
Oh, I don't
think-
want to do that anyway. If I'm going to do it, I want to build next to the casino that has the golf course.
If you're
already.
going up top,
yeah,
you want to be adjacent to it.
That
if
would have been
possible.
dumb anyway. That would have been 3 dumb things in one turn. Okay.
It's a trifecta.
Yeah, trifecta of stupidity. Okay.
What did you do?
I put the 2 here
Right.
in a
Good
show
spot.
place, so I crossed out the star.
Yep.
And then I did this construction
Perfect.
and circled the money,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I happened to put the 15 in that building I constructed last
Earlier.
round.
Crossed off your debt there, I see.
Yeah, I did. And then constructed next to the 4 in the next
Right.
neighborhood.
And you got the golf course. A lot happening
And got
there
the
with
golf
Rusty.
course.
A lot happening. Lincoln's
Okay,
working it out.
Lincoln. He did something complicated, I
Oh,
think.
he's getting an improvement, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what to do.
So yeah, Lincoln took the 9 and stuck it there. And now is improving something.
Yeah, like what am I
It's
going
tough
to
at
do?
the beginning, isn't it? Because you're like, what am I even pursuing?
I don't
hard to
know.
say.
I don't even know yet.
Well, we haven't had a limo yet, so I will do the very first limo.
There you go.
My subtraction, because that's
That's a big
It's a big jump from
subtraction.
10 down to -6. That's good. All right, so then these all flip. And speaking
There's a
of
limo.
limos,
Yeah.
we've got our
Another
first limo
upgrade.
paired with a 13. We've got construction with an 8. And an improvement with 10. Well, is it time to get driving?
Jiggy with it. No.
Jiggy with it. I'm doing it. Going for a little drive. Going for a little drive.
well, I'm clearly going. Although everything is even on my chart, but I will go for the first upgrade here.
Nice. I chose 13 and limo, so I put 13 here. And then I drew a little route going straight up and over. And because I passed by this location, I circled the bundle of cash there.
The bundle O cash.
And that's me.
Okay.
Did you do something yet, Nikki?
I did.
Okay,
I
what
put
do you
a
got?
10 in here.
Yeah.
So I circled my
Perfect.
golf
Yeah, 'cause
course.
it's directly adjacent to another
I'm
one.
trying to understand what to do with that.
Right, so you'll cross off any one of the yellow spots.
Yellow
at the top.
spots. That's what I was trying to remember, yellow spots. So I'm doing the
Same
limo
thing,
because
limo,
that is crazy.
Well, it's if you even bother doing it.
I'm going to bother
Yeah,
driving
I was
a
going
limo.
to do it, but the 13 was not attractive to me this time. So
What are you, Lincoln?
I did the 10,
Oh, it's perfect for your...
that, and then I did
golf.
the upgrade to the hotels
Right,
this time.
right.
I'm figuring I'm going to get into the limo business.
Yeah?
Eventually, I need to make sure that I can
And you,
cut
yeah.
the costs. So
Okay.
the 10 came out here, third
feel like-
neighborhood.
I feel like you're all confessing you're going to be bad limo drivers.
Yeah,
We're not taking anyone back to the airport.
yeah. I'm just not seeing the limos come out, so I just figure we're not going to get very far. Traffic's really bad in my
We're going
town.
to dump you off somewhere in the middle of New Vegas. Okay. So we're going to flip over some new ones. And we got potential show. We got some more limos, and we got some improvements. I decided for my turn to take that pairing. Throw an 8 in here, where there's a show, so I could circle the star and start working down this track here. I don't like those debts I'm sitting with.
Those debts are piling up.
They are piling up. Plus, there's a lot of points to be gained filling these rows off. That doesn't seem bad. Well, you're rusty. It looks like you wrapped up.
I did the 8 with the show as well,
Okay.
but I'm on the other track.
Right.
So I'm actually considering working on trying to fill in my first
Yeah, get some
hotel. That might
hotels
not be
happening
a
would
bad
be good.
idea to do.
I did the 7, and I started my limo, and I did what similar to what Rodney did. I guess I'll circle that dollar stack of bills. What did you do, Nick?
I put a show in with a star and a golf course.
You're doing good at the top row. there.
And because I did that, I knocked down my
And you've
getting
kept
closer
all
to my
even
debt. Yes,
there
I
as well.
have, but it's getting scary
Yeah.
towards the end here.
Well, it doesn't have to be everything. It just needs
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
the longest
Right,
run.
right. Looking good. Great. So we'll flip over some new ones. Let's see what we got. I think it's also interesting to point out the card here tells you what's coming up. It says, hey,
Yeah.
there's an improvement coming here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so. Wow, that's a tough show to ignore.
Surely is.
Who's Shirley? Stop calling her Shirley.
Surely.
I'm doing it. I'm taking that.
No kidding.
Taking that one. It's happening. You can't stop me. Did you make a choice too, Russ?
I have not.
Yeah, you're
This is
puzzling over.
tough.
I did mine. I did the 1 on
Yeah.
the very first on
Okay,
the bottom
yeah.
row, and then it was a show, so I circled that and then crossed one of my shows off.
I did the
Need
same
to show,
exact
yeah.
thing. Same
Because
row
those early
even.
shows are tough to
Yeah.
fill in, right? You need that perfect, hopefully low number. One's about as low as you can get.
I'm going to actually use a power here.
Ooh, our first power use.
I am going to utilize the 10 and turn it into a 12.
Right.
And then I can take an upgrade, which I will upgrade the par 5s.
And you can cross off this dollar bill because you used a power that wasn't, because you didn't use this power, right? The
Perfect.
third
I
one,
didn't
yeah.
use
A crazy good one. What about you, Nikki? Oh, we all did ours.
Yeah,
together.
it was the
all
same.
Star casinos. Well, limos, inauguration, and shows. Seems like you're happy with what happened over there, Rusty. Is that a good something good
He's
happened?
usually pretty good at these games.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Come tell me what to do, Rusty.
Eight.
I'm gonna take the 8, I think.
Oh, I need to get some of my construction under control here because there's some good places that I can't use yet.
So I took the 8 so I could do a little trip down this way, which circled this fountain. I can be okay with that.
Now, I happen to use the 6 with the inauguration and
Yes.
add a little more to...
Right. Give yourself a little
Yeah,
more power.
Power.
I did
Yeah.
the same thing, but I put the 6 here. Also circled the golf
Yes.
course.
Nice.
Yes.
Jiminy Christmas. Okay,
Jiminy Crickets.
this is going to be crazy.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm going to do what Rusty just did, right? Where
Yeah.
I circle this, but I'm going to subtract from.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to put the 3 in here. So I get the star,
Yeah, and you cross off.
cross
and
out the
I
money.
cross off the
That's-
money.
Nice.
Nikki, I think you're crushing it over there.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, it's all coming together.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't generally recommend architecture as something to just wing it, but it's working for you. I'll put a building here, I'll put one there. I think you got a plan. More shows, more inaugurations, more cranes.
Darn show.
I'm doing a show. Are you doing a show?
Yeah.
Me too. Begrudgingly, it sounds like.
It's a good one, but the problem is I wanted
Yeah.
to take advantage of that construction, but look at that. It's another even one.
Oh, that's perfect for you.
So another show.
I haven't really been doing any golfing.
Yeah.
You guys are spending a lot of time on the golf course.
I'm
But-
trying to focus on the 3s and the 4s.
Oh, I didn't cross out my money here on the special
Oh yeah, when you use
that
the
I
power?
took. And then I was thinking of using this one. So if I do this, then I put the 8 somewhere and I put an
Yes.
X up here.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly right. Yeah.
I think I will do the 12 instead. 12.
Which will give you a show. Did you make a show?
I made a
Of course you did.
show. I'm done with this.
Wow,
Business.
really?
That's a lot of points. Everyone's done, I
Yeah.
think. All right, I'm gonna flip some new cards over.
Wow.
Well, if you wanted to inaugurate, you've got options. Okay, I think I'm going to take the 10, which will give me a little X on the inauguration track. That'll work. You look like you finished up, Rusty. What'd you do?
I've continued on the golfing.
Yeah, you're going
So
golfing.
With the 11, and that's also an inauguration, so I'm...
Yeah, looking towards those points.
Right.
Oh yeah, we didn't name our. You're right. We didn't name our casino towns. Welcome to.
I don't.
I had to name it Montague because that's where I live, but it's also because it kind of rhymes. Welcome to Montague. Mm-hmm. Right.
Mine is Welcome to Vegas to Electric Boogaloo. Got a bunch of rhyming in there.
The signs all over town are gonna be gigantic. Just put it all in.
Mine is Welcome to City Dump.
Okay, I'm still.
No name.
Depending on how it's scored, that could be
Thinking.
an ironic title. Look at my amazing area.
This town.
Did you
I could call it
Did you
this
pick one of
town.
these already?
Yes, I did.
Nikki, what'd you do?
I chose the 6. That
Right.
got me a golf course,
Nice.
kept my even number streak, and crossed out
Well, every
a
time I look over at
construction.
Vegas, I'm just so envious. I feel like mine's just a mess.
Wow.
But I see like beautiful patterns, contiguous golf courses.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong line of work.
Stick to teaching the games, not playing them.
I end up doing the 6 down here,
Yeah.
and then setting up construction for the future.
Well then, we've got 11 and 5. That's not too shabby. I'll take it. I'm taking that 11 because I can put it in a show, which will help me scratch off this space, which will then remove a debt.
Oh, hey, I got to do
I like it.
I did 11 over here.
Yes.
Is that in the same row? No, you're one row down.
Yeah, that's right.
Same thing, though.
I know what I'm doing here now. I think I figured out a plan for something, maybe, or not.
This is around the time to do it.
I'm taking the 5 and
Yeah.
I'm constructing here, so I actually have the possibility of maybe
Finishing that.
finishing
right.
the hotel
Oh.
on 8th Avenue.
What'd you end up doing? What
Not
awesome
even.
thing did you do?
I put an 11 right there and gave myself an opportunity to fix
Okay.
something.
Okay.
Right, repairs,
yeah, that's right.
damage
Plan
control.
for the future.
Ooh.
Wow. That looks great.
That's neat. You know what? That's just fine. I think I'm going to take that too and put it in this building here and then run my casino a little further out to the desert. Let's see. Right to there. Sure.
I'm taking that 9.
Yeah.
I'm actually completing 8th Avenue.
Nice.
And
Oh, you are. So everyone look down at 8th Avenue.
9.
Unless you're completing it this round as well, cross off the top part of that hotel.
Okay.
We do not get to build there. Rusty has done it.
Well, we can build there. It's just smaller.
Yeah, it'll be a tiny hotel.
Yeah.
And-
It's a boutique hotel.
And you did an improvement there.
yeah, and I'm reducing my limo cost.
Given how far a town I'm going, I should probably be thinking about that too. I've created that little problem for myself here because I built this building.
Has to be a 1.
That has to be a 1.
Well, you could adjust. You can do the
That's
adjust.
true as well.
Yeah.
That's right. It gives me some flexibility.
As long as a 3 shows up.
Yeah.
Or you do
Or
the
2.
double number.
Or a double number. That's right. I think I'll take that 9 with the limo.
I like that 8.
I do too. I'm trying to decide where to put it. So does that, if I were to put an 8 here, does that break up the even if this doesn't get constructed? Because it's not buildable?
You wouldn't be able to put an 8 there.
Correct, but if I put an
sorry.
8 here.
Oh, sorry. I see what you're saying. Then that would be, as long as you don't
Build
construct
that.
this, that will not break up an even run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's still a hole in the ground, essentially.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a big pit. Someone might fall into it. It could be an
That's
insurance
the, that's
liability.
the
but
pits.
I am driving.
In your
Where
car?
am I driving? I guess I'm going down here.
And you drive until you hit a light, correct?
That's right. I think it's always going to be. It's basically 2 spots, two blocks you're going.
Well, maybe I want to go up to the top. So I drive until a light.
Drive until a light.
I'm
Drive till you hit
driving.
a lamp post.
Hitting a lamppost and I pass some moolah.
Okay.
So I circle that?
Yeah. At the end of the game, assuming that you've also put a casino in there, then you will have that to circle on this.
Sweet.
Yeah. Everyone's done? Is it
Yeah.
time to flip? We're flipping out?
Yep.
I'm flipping out.
I guess I didn't say, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
did
what'd you
the
do, Lincoln?
I did the 8,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was a upgrade, and I upgraded par 3.
Okay. Well, we've got a 2, a 6, and a 7. Everybody. Oh, that's tempting. That's super tempting.
4.
I think I've got to take it. Put it there.
Put it there, pal.
Do
Put it
owe
there.
money on
Put it
that
there.
still. 7.
2, show. I'm taking the 2. I'm putting it here in this casino, getting the show, crossing off the last piece
Yeah, that's
there.
what I just
getting rid of the
essentially
debts.
did, but I put it
Yeah.
over
Crazy
here.
person. I wish I could. I have a debt.
Oh,
No?
can't do that.
Oh, what's that? Wasn't the show spot?
That's not an upgrade.
Gotcha,
That's
gotcha.
right. I'm so used to being able to check off anything over there.
Right, right. And where are you getting the upgrade power from?
Upgrade.
I'm not.
Upgrade.
No.
Thank you.
Yes, that's okay. There's a lot of boxes and circles and everything else.
Sorry.
It's
I am
okay.
thinking
So
it
you ended up
out.
doing the 6. You
I ended
bumped into a hotel and
I looked at that and
Yeah,
I'm just
yes.
wrong one.
What about you, Lincoln? You did.
I
we
did the
same
2
thing, yeah.
and the show, and then finished off that one
Nice.
track.
So you can start the second track because you'll.
Right.
That's another one.
You got time to do it.
So I'm trying to. I want to place the 7. That's what's holding me up. I'm trying to find a good place to place the 7.
If we tie for last on the upgrade, the city improvement thingy, the
Inauguration?
yeah.
Oh yeah, if you tied, then you were considered to be in that position. If you tied for first, you both get the points for it.
Right now, all 3 of us are in a bad way on that one.
I guess you're ahead of it, aren't you?
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah. If it ended right now, we would all tie for second place.
Except for Rusty.
Yeah, except for Rusty.
But don't forget, you're going to be able to jump 2 each time.
Yeah,
you're
but there's a
unable to play
minimum
3.
here. The minimum.
Yeah, you don't want to be in last place, that's for sure.
But if we're all together, aren't we in last place?
Yeah. That'd be bad for all of us, yeah.
That was the crane I was thinking of.
You'll
there.
need a crane.
I will need a crane. I've got a lot under construction. My debt could really,
I
maybe
could actually build
maybe
somebody.
kill
Can I
me.
bite you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they say in the rules it's you're potentially born for the bank or the mafia, you know.
Right.
You decide. That might be why it's like minus 20 points. I'm going to flip if we're
Yep.
ready.
We are.
Ready as we'll ever be? Okay.
I should have done that. Stupid. Stupid move. Oh well.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's a lot of stuff here to think about. I'm going to use a superpower to change this 11 into a 13 so I can put it here.
Mm-hmm. And then
I get
upgrade.
construction.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this one. There we go. Okay. I'm feeling better.
Are you?
Yeah.
Hey,
I've got a plan, sort of.
I'm just inaugurating again. 9.
Look at you, rushing to the end. I suppose, with that track, if you did it a lot.
It's going to give me some abilities. I'm
Yeah.
going to start using some
It's
of those
true,
in a
yeah,
moment.
that is helpful.
That was
Oh
a
yeah, I
bad
used the
choice.
ability, so I have to cross this off too.
Now, how many of these special abilities can we use in a turn?
You can only use one of your bonuses per turn, even if you have access to multiple.
Yeah.
You had a plan, huh?
Yeah. Maybe.
You're just gonna build up a big chunk of them, and I mean, it definitely keep you alive longer. The more of those you have towards the end of the game, for sure.
Right.
Now, did we all end up doing something?
Yeah.
No, you don't sound happy with it.
No.
No.
I did the inauguration thing and added the 15 here at the end of this
Yeah.
track.
Nice.
I did a little construction. Over
Oh,
here.
wait, did I do? I put the 15. What an odd hit.
Yeah, you could. You don't have
Oh no,
to.
it was this. I'm sorry.
The
I
11?
think I selected this and I shouldn't yet. I want to do one of these.
So you did this? pair
Yeah,
here
yeah,
for
exactly.
improvement? Okay.
I'm like, oh, I'll do that, and then I just put it under inauguration. Let's just make the street thing, and then I'll note that I need to fix that. Do
Yeah.
that.
There you go. All fixed.
I'm glad I said it, because
Oh,
then I would have
fixed.
really screwed it up.
Here's what we have to work with now.
Now I'll do that so that it's done. Even though
Show
it's
is-
not ideal.
Oh, I should have circled that golf. Well, last time.
Oh, let's do that.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Show, I think. Oh, Rodney, why would you do that? Maybe I won't. No, I will. Yeah. Okay.
Across
I
that.
have a question.
Yeah, sure. What do you got?
So I've got another show, but I finished this track. Do I
Yep.
start
Yeah,
this?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
More debt.
Well,
I don't know about
but
this
it's-
business.
That's quite a business we're in here. A lot of debt.
It's because
right.
you're a show-rich town. No, you don't circle both. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
good. You got it. That's
Once you
right.
start
That's your
the track.
concern. Yeah.
So to get rid of a debt I was worried about, I've just earned 2.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
That's all good. There's lots of time left. There isn't.
No, I don't think there is.
So you guys are happy with what you've done, more or
Yeah.
less?
I think I'm actually going to use a power on top of taking one
Oh,
of these
maybe
cards.
we should do that, since you can only use so many in a turn. What would I be able to do if I did a power? I guess it doesn't matter right now.
Oh, you're doing you're expanding. Oh, sweet.
What are you
But-
doing?
He's doing the expansion option. So he circled the debt here,
Oh, he's repeating a number?
and he's repeating the 4 there.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it allows me to
cancel that
Cancel
debt,
that debt.
and keep the run of even numbers that you got going there.
Unfortunately, I lose the show there.
Well, you
Right.
can't have it all, Rusty.
Yeah.
I know. I just
have
saw
all
a
the
better
points.
move for myself.
did
Boo.
All right, let's flip. Let's drive. Let's drive.
Just drive, she said.
Oh, I wonder what the lowest is anyone's ever scored in this game.
You're not going to be that bad.
I gotta get this limo back.
I forgot what.
So I went limo driving, and I filled in. I got jealous of all this golfing you folks are doing,
Right.
so I wanted to get up there. Circle a few courses. What did you do, Lincoln?
I did the 6, I believe, right here, and then I continued my limo drive. And I'm kind of he went close to home, so in case I get dinged, it won't be too bad.
That's not bad. That's a smart strategy.
I went for a drive. Just down in
You
south.
just started your drive, didn't you?
I just started my
Okay,
drive.
okay, yeah.
That's a good thing they're only.
Yeah, that's right. You're fine. It's not gonna be too punished. What about you, Nikki?
I drove.
You did some driving
I
too?
put a 6 in there and I
Okay.
drove.
Okay. Well then, let's flip some new cards then. We've got 13, 14, and a 7. High numbers here. I like it. I am going to take...
I just did, oh, it's the 14. I'm like, I just did a 14. Where is it at? But I wrote an 11. Like, that's not right. Where did I do it? But I didn't like Nikki. I started absorbing more debt from my show, Rich Town.
I'm going to put the 14 here, which is then completing this very short avenue. So everyone can cross off the top of the hotel on the 11th Avenue. Because I just got it.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? On sorry guys, I finished this one here.
Which one number is that? 6?
That's 6, yeah.
6th Avenue, cross
So
off
I
the
just
top.
circled the whole thing.
Yeah, circle the whole hotel.
Gosh, we
You
should
did
pay
it.
attention to that.
Easy thing to miss.
It is weird though. It's certainly kind of simple to forget certain elements.
Little reminiscent of Monopoly there. Can't do a hotel until you've got 4 buildings. Right, constructed.
No, why would I do that? If I do 14,
I have those conversations a lot too.
that is a 14, I swear. To keep my even number streak.
Nice.
Yep. It's what I should have done there, but I wanted that show. And I didn't do construction yet, so I got to do that. I still haven't built this one.
Right.
That was the toss up because I could use it for a show,
Yes.
but I think the even streak is better.
Yeah, you've got a really good top row there. Huh.
And there's the 14 again, without the show.
Well, I do like the idea of driving. So let's do it. Make it not show.
That's not constructed.
Not getting that show part.
So now, if you take the powerful one here, is that in place of doing another number?
No, it's an addition too.
Oh.
Yeah. And it doesn't even matter which number you fill in over here.
Sure.
You just look at your sheet and decide
I might
which one do I
do
want to
that.
expand.
Oh, is this? Yeah, this is modifying a card, and this is just getting an extra.
Yeah, modify a card, and don't forget this one here.
Sure,
which
you get to
lets
choose which one you need.
Pick a power.
I have a
Any
As
question.
soon as there's a number that I like, it'll be
Yes.
wonderful. But I'm not seeing.
Right.
Now I have completed one of these goals.
Oh, very nice.
The 6 in a row even here.
Right.
Cool. Put that in there.
So that would
It's
be
8 points.
8 points for
The best
the
we
middle
can do
one.
is 4 points. Nice job. Well, all right, here we go. 3, 9, 7. Improvement options, amongst other things. Okay, I am going to use a power.
Yeah, I am too.
And the power I'm using is to reduce that to a 1. So I can put this here, cross off the debt. I've also completed, everyone can scratch off the top of the hotel on Avenue 1. And I get an improvement. Yay. Wait, why did I cross it off?
Nice.
I did say everyone can
Everyone.
cross it off. Okay, Rodney. So I think I'm going to improve my hotel situation.
Yeah, I bumped it to a 4,
Yes?
put that there, which continues my golf course
nice.
thing. And then I'm going to pick something to do. Do I want to do...
Oh, you're going to pick your own power.
Yeah,
Is that what you're thinking?
I just
Oh.
did this.
Yeah, yeah.
The circle that I
Right,
did earlier,
right.
I'm now
Yes, now
scrolled
you're
up the
using it.
dollar and put the 4, and then I'm going to pick something, but I'm not sure what.
You can choose to scribble out that whole row. That's a single block.
Oh, really?
It means that, for example, if you get first, you'll get 15, or if you get
Right,
second,
I don't
you
think
get
that's
8.
going to happen. I do have a lot of evens, so I think I'm going to go
That's going to be, whether you're in first place
right.
in a row.
I mean, it's in a row, right?
Yeah, so each row where you were first place, you will then multiply that. So it's, how often do you think you'll be first?
Well, I mean, I'm getting
question.
close to this one, although Nikki's working on it over there.
Yeah. Competition
Rodney
stuff.
is not.
Not right.
Rodney is not.
There's nothing going on up here. I don't know what's happening.
I'm going to do that one then, because I started it.
I'm going to use power very similar,
Yes.
but I'm going to choose the show for the 9 I just
Nice.
put in
Oh, nice, that's
instead, which I think is
Oh, look at that.
probably the
You get to the end of the track.
best value at the end of the track on that one.
Well done. Mm-hmm. I'm going to flip some cards.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't really want to talk about what I did.
All
I
right.
already did. I
Okay.
did talk through it, but that was like ages
Okay.
ago now. Oh.
I did realize that this last round when I put that 9 in, I completed 7th Avenue.
Oh, okay.
7th
Seventh Avenue.
Cross off the top.
Boo, I was
Yeah,
just
boo.
about to
I
finish
was just about to
7th.
finish 7th. Sorry.
With a 7, no less. Ah, ha,
Good.
ha. I'm still going to do it.
I will put the 11 somewhere. No, the 10. 10 is going there, which gives me this par, which completes. So I'm just circling the bottom of 7. I get an improvement.
I now see what I should have done. Oh, well.
What'd you do, Nikki?
I just put a 7 in there
With the show.
with the show.
What's wrong
And
with
then
that?
I got
And
this-
you completed that row too.
Yeah, but it's
Sweet.
only the
That's
bottom.
the bottom, yeah. What about you, Lincoln? Anything good there?
I did the 11,
Yes.
and I did a construction, which was over here. So now both ends are available to
Open.
build if I
Right,
get numbers
right.
that'll work.
And you did
And
your...
11 here and a
Yeah.
construction here.
Okay, it's time to flip then. Let's see what we got. A limo and 2 constructions.
I'm going to take that, turn that into a 14, and take, that's 6, so I've got that. I get a 4 for that. Might as well just write it in there.
Interesting.
Par 5, can't forget that.
Yeah.
Oh, that takes care of that, because I built there.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. I just figured it out. Oh, I love when a plan comes together. 7. Opening up that one. There we go. Okay. Whew.
Woof.
That was hard work. That was hard work. Come up with something.
I'm extending my golf course,
course, yeah.
and constructing here.
Okay.
What about you, Nikki?
I drove my limo.
Yeah, driving around.
I'm driving around.
Okay. Next, we have some more limo driving if you'd like. Plus shows, plus inaugurations.
Shows. Well, I'll do the show. Wait, let me think. I should be thinking. Here, I will. Oof. I'm gonna do that. I guess it makes it. Then I'll be done with that run. That.
Okay.
Make that a
If I'm going to
2.
drive past this.
Make it the casino. Par 4.
I'm going driving. Driving, circling some VP.
I'm driving. I'm just
You're
trying to
driving too?
figure out where to put the 3.
I believe you've finished the 6th length, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I
length
did it
even.
already. 14, 12, 10, 8, 2, 4, 6.
Oh, yes, you did.
That's now 7.
Excellent.
Which one did you finish? Sorry.
This one,
Oh, that one.
right there.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh, I've
I'm
been
not.
very bad about not
You're
seeing
one away,
that.
aren't you? You just need to get Oh.
What?
To get 6 even in a row, you just need to get something there. Mm-hmm. And the only way you can do it is by using this power.
Right.
Because you could use that and make that a 6.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at the par, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, this is scribbled these out now, so that's scribbled out.
Oh, yeah.
What did I do wrong?
So the way this power thing works, they always have to be adjacent.
Okay.
As soon as you skip,
Yeah.
then you scratch at all the
Okay.
powers at the top from the left.
Ta-da!
Absolutely.
And that 4 is scribbled out.
That's
too,
gone and
the other
that's
one.
gone.
Why would that?
Because it has to be attached to that one
Okay.
to continue the golf course.
As soon as you make any
Boo.
break, everything to
Scribble.
that side.
All right,
just
boo.
disappears. Okay.
That was a wasted upgrade there then. Okay.
No, it's.
They'll upgrade
they're
those
not.
two still.
If you notice, they're all. The very first ones are fine
Okay.
because you have 4s, right?
Yeah, you do have a couple 4s
It's the
there.
exact same upgrade.
All right, I'm going to flip.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of tiny little things that you can scribble.
I know. I thought I was
The
doing
audience
okay.
will tell us exactly what we failed at.
For sure.
Oh, for sure.
I guess I'm driving. I don't really care about more construction.
I'm going to use the 6 here to complete this building. And now Third Avenue Hotel is constructed.
Okay.
So you can cross off the top of the Third Avenue Hotel. And I'm driving again.
Oh, I did drive past 2 monies. So should I be circling these here?
Yeah. No, you circle them there. That's at the end of the game.
At the end of the game, I mark it off. Okay.
Yeah. So I did a little driving. What did you end up doing?
Driving.
Driving?
You know, I needed the extra
you're driving
cash
away.
for my debts.
Now, you may have a little problem.
No, I don't. What do you mean?
You may have a big problem. So you can cross a line,
Yeah.
but you can't drive through a line.
Okay, I have a big problem.
Yeah,
Did you do that? Oh, to get back.
to get back now, it's impossible.
Shoot.
You can get closer to back so that this won't be as... Look, if you're concerned about it,
Upgrade those when you
just
get a chance.
upgrade these 2 things. At most will-
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Can I clip this corner to go back up?
Yes.
Or do I have to turn the corner
you can,
here?
You can... Once you're here, you'd be able to go doink, doink.
Okay.
Or the other way. Doesn't
I'm
make any
just
Whichever-
trying to
whichever
clip
one, yeah.
it as close as I can to
Sure.
the airport, right?
Okay. That'll be fine. It'll all work out, Nikki.
No, it won't.
It'll...
It's all... it's a mess now.
Okay, I'm going to flip?
Yes.
All right.
Forget about it, Nikki. It's Vegas.
Yeah, I
It'll
know.
all work out in the end.
Hey, a show.
Oh.
Maybe I just need to
want-
go take in a show. I'll feel better.
You'll feel better about it. Yeah, that's exactly what you need to do. I'm going... Ooh.
Can't do
I'm
it.
going to do that 11 here, so I get the par 4, and I get an improvement.
I'm gonna do
I like
the 3.
improvements.
3. I get an improvement.
What will I improve? I don't know what to improve. I really don't.
You want to approve that improvement?
Well, I'm
Improve that.
clearly fixing my driving problem.
I think it's this. That's what I'm doing. I'm fine. It'll all be okay. All right.
I'm fixing my driving problem. I went for an improvement so I could
Oh, yeah.
fix this situation.
Right. People aren't as disappointed that you're dumping them off in the middle of nowhere they can't get back to the airport.
It's okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
you're being
getting
very
them
entertaining.
close
You're an entertaining
enough.
driver.
They're getting
Hang out
close
with you.
enough.
All right,
Who wants
time
to drive
flip.
into the airport anyways? It's a mess.
That's right.
You could get there
You don't wanna
faster
leave.
if you
Look at this
just
beautiful
walk.
place. Yeah, exactly. Hang out. Stay a while. Wow, would you like a 5? I can
Maybe.
offer you a 5, everybody.
Or a 5.
Oh my goodness. What am I supposed to do with that? I guess I do that then.
I've finished Fifth Avenue.
5. And I'm gonna do one of these inauguration things. 'Cause it's, you finished Fifth Avenue?
Yes, Fifth Avenue.
Oh, so scratch off the top of Fifth Avenue, everybody. That's disappointing.
I don't want to take this. I have to take a debt.
What do you mean? What's going on?
The 5.
Oh, can you not put a 5 anywhere?
If I do this, I have to take this debt so I can put 2 5s next to each other.
Well,
This is not
you can put a 5 there,
constructed.
right?
Yeah, you're right.
There or here, but I guess you'd want that one for the sake of the
For the fountain.
fountain. Yeah,
Yeah, that's better.
yeah.
But then I lose out on the show.
And then you either get an improvement or an inauguration.
So I still end up with debt because I wasn't able to take the show off there.
Right. Do you have any other show places left? I guess you got that show place, right? If you can do that, you can get
Yeah.
another. Okay. Did you end up getting one of these? Yeah, you took the X, right? So we're
I
done?
took the X.
Yeah.
Okay, time to flip then. Another show for you, Nikki.
Fantastic.
You like shows. I hear you like shows.
I have 2 problems right now. There's the shows on the driving.
Just 2? Oh my
Just
goodness.
2.
Then
The
you're in a good
shows
place.
and the driving.
I am having a heck of a time here. You also got this already done, didn't you?
No, not yet.
Okay, I'm going to do it now. I will do that now. 13. So this
Is this
this
the
one's
last,
finished.
by the way?
No, it shuffles. We're not
Okay.
done.
Yeah. So
And I will
that,
take
cross
this
that off.
eight.
I did the 13. I get construction. Yay. I'm running out of places to construct, frankly.
Do I want to risk it? Is that what you said I should?
Yeah, he's
Too
talking about
risky?
himself.
I'm being risky.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
driving further out.
Hey, it's great. Why not?
I'm going to pick
Commit
up
to it.
some cash
Yeah,
right
commit
there.
to it. Exactly. There'll be lots more.
Okay.
Okay, you're fine. So then these flip,
Ah.
and then I have to shuffle. Do a little shuffling here, folks. Well, I really don't know what's going to happen here.
Your card is 3 skills are not great.
Sorry.
Right? That's your next
These are
magic thing.
a different size. you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Still should be good with all cards. Man.
They explode everywhere. Under pressure.
It's the sting, right, where he's showing how great he is with cards. And
And then
Yeah, explode.
120 mini USA cards.
yeah. Dave's pretty good. He can shuffle most of the stuff. He's
17,
he's been
18,
leaning
Do you
back.
just
20,
know?
22, 23, 24, 25,
do you know the
26.
number of the
I think.
cards?
I might have misjudged that slightly. Oh,
Because Nikki was
oh
talking.
my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
You
We're
were
good.
right the first time.
He's memorizing the cards
That's
too
right.
because he was
Memorizing.
doing it
That's
face
true.
up.
Look at them all.
So
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
got the amazing memory.
There's your options, 5, 6, and 10.
10 is a
Have to do
show.
That using a power. I
10
have
is
to
a show.
adjust that value so I can place it.
I just finished that lovely hotel, small one.
This, I
Small one.
kick something else up. And I have completed 4th Avenue as well.
10. 4th. I'm
How many
just.
hotels have you circled?
I'm not even
A lot.
trying.
Curious to how close you are to this.
4, 5.
5, nice.
10.
Okay.
Show.
Well, I'll just put a 6 here. Fine. 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 I get an
Whatever.
improvement. I'm going to take it. My improvement is going to be in the hotel biz. Okay. Let's flip. Shall we?
Yes. A limo. 7's such a terrible number.
I think I'm in trouble. Because my middles are all just jammed. I guess it's bad. What do I do if I can't play a number?
Then you cross off 2 of these, and that's the end of your
Sure.
turn.
That's what's happening here.
You march us towards the conclusion. Really?
Well, it means
Well,
I
the
can
pressure's
I can
on.
use a card to like maybe fix something for the next potential.
1, 2, 3.
I think I will do that. Is that correct? I can do
Sorry,
that?
what's that?
So I do the 2 X's, then scroll that out, and then take the construction thing so that
You would not be able to use it right away.
Okay.
Like when you take the two
No.
X's, then you're done.
Then
Turn.
next turn you get
Next
to do
turn,
okay, you
yeah,
can do that.
yeah.
But it's got to be good numbers or I'm in trouble.
I hear you.
But yeah, that's what'll definitely accelerate things.
Yeah, we're gonna race to the conclusion now, because we're running out of options.
That's what I'm doing.
Placing things. That. Oh, Rodney, that's not. Wow, there's not enough time.
real
I
bad
got a lot left to do here. A lot left to do. Oh no! 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 Who
Just
shuffled this?
drive.
That's not really what I wanted to see at all.
So can you do this first? Where you
Yeah, you
activate
can.
the
So
power?
you activate the power, and then whichever one you pick, you can choose whatever thing.
Right,
you
but
have.
then I can do this power to give my some place to write so that I'm not Xing off to.
You'll have to pick one of these.
Right.
And then if you choose to use this power, you can then pick whatever you want to complement it.
9.
Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Sure. Not great, but yes.
I'm having to use a power to change the number.
Can
4.
I even use
to
any
a
of these?
2.
I can. And I must. So this means I have to put the 4 here and I have to drive.
I think my game's done. How can I do this? I can't adjust that to a 2. That doesn't help. I guess I can do it here.
That's
have
not
to
built
do
yet.
that. Here.
Oh, to here. Yeah. Totally. Totally.
That's
Yeah.
what I'll do then.
And then you get to drive.
Yeah. Let's go this way. Try not to make too much of a mess with that.
Let's see some really good numbers. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is not what I wanted to see. Everybody, I did not want to see this. Ooh, gross.
Gross. Even it's gross. Even.
It's gross. I'm gonna have to take that 8 and pointless show I can't use.
I have to take 2.
Let's hope
Wow.
some decent numbers
That's
show
it.
up.
Game's almost over.
Game's almost over.
Okay.
This is bad news.
Either way, it's dead.
I'm gonna put a little
Oh,
subheading.
I completed that.
Turn back.
11. Circle
back.
it. Circle this. That's
Well,
dead.
I can tell you that in a bunch
Oh.
of
Sorry.
What did you
Oh,
do?
you should have done something else. Oh, I'm such a dummy. Sorry, go ahead.
I can tell you in a bunch of ways I'm very close to the end because I have 2 of these completed already.
Yes.
One
Oh,
more
yeah.
one more building would complete this for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Which there's a bunch of places.
It's
that would
over
happen,
anyway.
but yeah,
I mean,
it's
you don't
gonna be
even,
over.
there's
You
no.
can sneak one.
The real ending is going to be this because it's probably not going to be
that's
good
something
numbers.
else I should have mentioned during the rules
Right.
explanation is that the first person who completes the 3 objectives also ends the game. Yeah, it's down here in this corner, right? Or if you filled in everything on your sheet.
All
I
right.
didn't mention that because I can't imagine that's easy to do, but it is
But
a rule.
it's
It's a
happening.
possibility.
Maybe.
Okay, limo, get me to where I need to be.
Okay, this is not impossible for me.
Thank
What about you,
goodness.
Rusty? You still in? You're
I-
still in.
I am still in. The 2
Yeah.
is still valid.
I will take the 11. I will get that.
I get an upgrade. I'm going to do that. I'm not even going to be competing here. And then I'm going to take the big one and circle that.
I can
Put
drive.
a 2 here. Extend my golf.
Great.
Can't do it. I think I do not have a legal placement.
The 2 doesn't work for you, right? Like, right. Oh, you can't do it
It's
there,
not
does it?
constructed.
Yeah.
And I don't have enough to do the number
Well, you
up
just,
or
you just mark
down.
2 off.
Yeah, if you can't place these at all,
Well-
which it looks like you're right, you can't.
Okay.
Then
So
you
cross out
mark
2.
2 X's here, and that'll just be the extending your turn.
Here and here.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. That's your turn. That's your whole turn.
Oh, my poor limo driver.
GPS is acting up. Are we ready to flip? Looks like.
I can do the 4.
Oh, I have a spot to put that 7.
Debt again.
And I don't want to use the 7, but I have to. And I can't drive anymore. That's a bummer. I need a power. They're quite useful, aren't they? Mm-hmm. They can be quite helpful. Get you out of a tight bind.
So even though I filled these 2 in because I couldn't take a turn last turn, it
power.
completed this, so I can use it.
Yeah, sure you can. Go for it.
I'm not sure the math, whether I should take
It's almost over.
the ding here.
Now you only have to circle this if you're using this particular power of the 3. Like, what did you
I'm
use the
going to
power
have
for?
to put
Did
the
you repeat
7.
did you repeat a number?
I'm going to I repeated a number here, the
Okay,
2
yeah.
11s.
So you wanna
and I'm
repeat
thinking
the
of
number there.
repeating the 7
Yeah.
here so I can drive my limo closer to the airport.
That's actually not what that would do. That would only be if you choose the 7 as a use. This benefit here is like an addition to that. You get to write another number.
Oops.
Choosing one of these numbers is one thing.
Yeah.
And then this is like an additional number. You now get to expand something else. It has nothing to do with like anything here. This is like own bonus. So when you
okay.
did this 11,
Yeah.
you might have had access to another number. Is that what you're saying? That you wouldn't have used here, potentially? Is that right?
No, because I'm pretty sure I put it there because I wanted the ability of driving, because I'm trying to fix my driving thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
whatever number I chose up here was because I wanted the bottom ability.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why I'm choosing the 7 to repeat, because I want to be able to drive, right? To put 2 numbers next to each other.
Right. But to place this 7, that has to go independent of you
Independent of
using this
this one.
power. You can put a 7 there using this, but it
Yeah.
has nothing to do with this 7.
Oh, okay.
This 7 will have to, if you want to use the driving, you have to find somewhere else to stuff
But
the
you don't
7.
have a 7 to put it anywhere.
So I don't have a move again.
Yeah, just check 2 more.
Right,
extra.
check 2 boxes. Yeah. Yeah, that's all you can do.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless, sorry, the
Yeah.
other thing you could do is use a power to modify this number.
Yeah.
But it won't, I don't know if you have places to put things.
9. Nope. I'm locked in
you
because
can
I don't
modify
have
to put-
construction.
Yeah, you're right, you can. So, flipping. Here we go. So, 12, 15, 7. Oh, that is actually tremendous news. You can cross off 10th Avenue's Hotel, the top of it.
Oh, well, I'm completing it as well.
Then you will also get it then, yes.
And that
Oh,
puts,
I've got it too. Jeez. I probably did that. No, I think I just did it. 15 I did. Okay, sweet. But that's the end of the game.
yes.
I can't
Why?
do anything
Because
again.
he just did the 3rd thing. He needed
Oh,
another
yeah,
hotel.
yeah. Oh, wait, right, I'm getting that as well. So, we both get that at the same time, too. Chink. That's it, we did it. We got to the end. Did you get to finish your
Oh, I
last
did do the
placement?
parks. So, I mean,
Yeah, I couldn't do
golf.
anything again.
No? Oh,
That's a
okay.
4.
So did you give yourself the X's?
Yes.
Good, because that will help you. It's going to hurt me a little bit. All right, so we're at the end.
Oh, wait. Did I do the upgrade? I did not. And I get to choose any yellow one.
Which one? The 15?
Yes.
This is checking off one at the top.
Right, but I
Unless you
can
use a
do.
power.
I have a power.
Yeah, you could use
I
the
wanna
power.
take
and
that
then-
power.
Yeah, and do something else. Totally.
I might want to put in a number. I do. I'm gonna circle that and that.
You're going to expand something,
I'm just gonna do another 2.
which is also going to complete that hotel
Right.
at the bottom.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
it's already
If
down
you
there.
created, yeah, you.
A second.
I could do the same, could I not?
Yes.
If you haven't used a power this turn,
Yeah.
then you're good.
Oh, this. Yeah. Cool.
But it increases the
I
cost.
suppose, technically, I could as well.
I got a lot of 2s. I guess that means this is just one giant hotel. 2, 2, 2.
I'm watching
Yeah,
you guys
but
use
you can-
powers,
you
and
can
I'm
use
wondering
those.
if I
You
can use them
one. You can use one.
for something.
Add another number in here somewhere.
If it would help you to expand a number into something.
You could add another 3 or a 2 or something like that.
Maybe do
doing
that.
doing that, for example,
Would
if you were to
finish
put-
this.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Perfect.
What number would I put in there?
Yeah, either a 2 or a 3, it doesn't matter, as long as it's
Oh.
the same as one of those.
Okay. Dupe.
Yeah. Okay, but keep in mind,
But-
when you do that, you're going to have to circle that as a debt.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it may or
We'll
one of
see
those
what
people.
happens.
I was one of those people
Yeah.
that banked on. I'll just tell you now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, well, look, we've got it. So here at the start of the track, you can total up the values here.
Sure.
Anything you finished. So I got 2 of them done. I got 18 points. We're doing that. Now, the inauguration track. Who got the most? I guess it was
Rusty and I.
you both. Right. So yes, you guys both have the most. You'll both score whatever is available in this first position here. So for 10 for each of you.
I have no idea about these.
So this here, right?
Yeah.
We're seeing how many they crossed off. They got what? I don't know how many that is in total. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13.
Okay.
So they got first place because they had the most X's of anybody.
Now you're in
so they got
second.
10 points.
Okay.
You're in
gonna get
second
5.
most. You'll get 5. I'm least most. I'll get 2. But because I was the least of everybody, I also have to circle this. So I'm gonna owe some money for not really contributing
Okay.
to the
You
opening.
didn't
of
really
the city.
contribute to the city. I think you did because you were telling us what to do in the city.
Let my own fall to pieces. So then you can take your show and write down the points here. So you get 28 off of that one and 12 there. Because I would get 28 and 0. Okay, so now we get to looking at the large hotels. You want to count how many large hotels you circled and put it beside the X in that column.
Oh, I didn't circle this one.
And your last one, nice. You can get a few more points.
There we go.
So
They're
any
just
large-
the little
did you have any
hotels.
large
No, I
hotels?
had
Okay.
0.
So basically, yeah, 0.
0.
And then count up your small hotels. And multiply that by whatever value this is.
1.
Here. Yeah. Okay, so now, oh, this is going to be embarrassing for me. So
The
now,
evens?
well, even or odd.
Right.
You look in the first row, your first row, and find the longest stretch where you have either all even or all odd.
So you just write that number.
So like in your case,
I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you'll write a 5 here. I'm going to be writing probably a 2. No, I'm going to be writing a 3. Who had the longest stretch? You had a 5.
I had a 5.
You had a 9.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you circle your 9
Right.
because that's going to be worth more points later. Second row, same deal. It's your longest stretch. Keeping in mind that it might be broken by construction and things like that. So I've got a 3 there.
I built that, so that's good.
How'd you do on that one?
Nope. Like nothing, like a 1.
A 1?
I did 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
A 1.
You have 2 11s at the end there.
Oh, that's
so
right. They
Did
count
that
as-
count?
will
Yeah.
If
That's
they're
what
a
we have to do.
match?
That's right. Good,
Okay.
good catch, Rusty.
Wasn't sure if that
Yep.
count.
Perfect.
2,
Wow. Now, on the other hand, I have nothing in this thing except for 1.
7, 8, 10.
Yeah, that's not great.
2. I was dreaming of 3. 2.
4. Because this isn't built,
Yeah.
so it doesn't exist.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. So, for the second street, I had a 3,
9.
Yeah. I had
4. So
2,
Rusty
2,
had the-
4.
He'll circle it. I had a 1. For the next one,
2.
3.
2. So
2.
you got it with 3.
Sweet.
And then I had a 1.
A 2.
A 2.
A 4.
Nikki.
You got the 4, so you circle
Nice.
your 4. And then you'll write, so that because you had the most once, you'll write a 1 there. Sorry, I just did it for you. Apologies.
Okay.
And you multiply that 1 by the 4, so you
We
get
get
4 points
4.
there. And you just total this column.
Oh, okay.
Right. You get. I get. Since I have 2, I get 2 10s, so it's 20.
Nice. Wow. Wow. Envious. Now we can score our golf courses.
Right.
So again, by the X, you're going to put how many par 3s you have, and you're going to multiply that value by whatever your scoring is. Okay. That. Now it's time to look at how our limos did.
Right.
The first thing you do is you want to look at everything you circled.
Right.
You ignore the money for now,
Okay.
but look at, pick one. Let's just say the first one listed here are the VIP spots. So find every VIP spot you circled, make sure that that casino is built,
Right.
and then count those up.
1. I didn't circle that one.
Yeah, not bad to retrace your route for the limousine in case
And how do you do
missed
that?
one.
It's how many light posts back to this spot right here?
That's a whole separate thing. That's this part here.
Right, I was just
Yeah.
doing it
Oh, you're ahead. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, count the shortest route back.
by lights.
Yeah, by lights.
So that's 2,
Yeah.
minus 3, so minus 6.
So yeah, where are you here? So
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah, because you gotta get back to here.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly that.
What's this flag then?
Just
Oh, that's
dark.
an air sock.
Yeah, yeah. it's
Yeah,
upside,
yeah. Okay. Cool. So 3 is 9.
So what did I say I had here? 1, 2,
3 times 3.
3 VIP. Yeah.
3.
And I got back, so there's no problems there.
Whatever with that.
Whatever with that.
Okay, I need to figure
So
my
where'd you
negative
end your
here.
trail?
I ended my trail right here.
End trail.
It's
Whoa,
interesting.
This is where he's
So-
killed us right here. Is the hotels.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Yes, you
pretty
did.
boss. That's pretty great.
I knew you were
So,
doing well on that
1,
one.
2. So 1, 2
No, so yeah, just count
away
like
from
so
the entrance,
1,
right?
2, 3.
3.
I think so.
So 3 away from the
Yeah.
entrance, but I got it down to minus 3.
So it's
Yeah,
9
so
minus
3
9.
goes here. Yeah, minus 9 off of it.
That's not too terrible.
not
Could have been a
terrible at
lot
all.
worse.
Now it's time to look at some of the money you earned here. So if you filled in any money spots here, then you can circle those in your banking here.
I only did 1.
Oh, money here.
Yeah, money there, exactly. Then it's time to reveal what we did privately on
Right,
our
right.
sheets. So unfurl your tab in the corner.
Right.
I went for no loans.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go for no loans.
I went
The
for
rest of
loans.
us went
3
for
of you
loans.
went for loans.
Yeah.
That's more than half. So we all get four circle 4 more.
Oh, wow.
The guy that was bent against the group, though, he shouldn't get
I get to
anything.
benefit from that.
It's like craps.
Okay,
guy
so
that
now look.
Bets against the table.
For example, I'm gonna look here. I owe this, so I scratch that off. I scratch this off. I look up here. Do I owe anything here? No, because I didn't use the cool superpower. Then I look over here and I see, is there anything where I did construction, built the crane, but didn't actually put a building in?
Right.
No. So I got all the money I could ever want. I scratched this off. I was able to pay off all my debts.
Oh,
What if you
I've
have
got
extra?
overload.
Yeah.
There's no benefit in having extras. You really just
Boo.
want to be efficient.
I don't have a crane situation. I think I figured that out.
Yeah, I think you're okay there.
But
So
I
you have
do
these two.
have those two.
Yeah.
So I just do this
Yeah.
and this. And look at all that.
And you cross that off. 'cause
I'm
you don't
Oh, yeah, minus
flush
20.
with cash.
Looks like we're all fine. We're done, except for
Oh,
bunch
the
of
math,
We
yeah.
gotta
Bunch of
add a
math.
bunch of numbers. Yeah, yeah. Well, I got 123 out of this.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I've got about 17 stacks of cash sitting here too.
Yeah, a lot of stacks.
Yeah.
I don't have as many as you had there circled. Rusty, oh my gosh, so there you go.
100
But you
142.
didn't run away with it because I had 138.
Wow,
No,
you're very
you're
close.
very
And
close.
Nikki?
83, and you were so worried
I
about
wa-
me.
It was such a great start you had going
No, it's, I get head down into this.
here. Yes.
And I don't pay attention to the bonuses. And
Right,
I
right.
think
There are quite a few points sitting there.
Well, that
always,
was only 8
always
points for me.
hurts me.
Yeah.
Always hurts me.
What was your
Where did
biggest
you,
game?
Like, not do
Was on
well,
this.
Rusty,
Was on
as
that.
compared to me?
Because I was very
I thought you were doing,
concerned
like, look
about
at that,
owing
that's
money.
14 more than me. I guess it's this stuff in here. The golf course, I definitely.
Oh, yeah, you did
Yes.
good on that.
I
lot of points
finished the
there.
golf course. Plus, I guess I did the.
And you'd improved them too.
Yeah. Well, I improved the one that really did
Yeah.
the best improvements.
My main things was the show.
I just wanted
and
to know
the
that I was
hotel.
going to get there before I started improving them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, okay, I'm going to at least get
Am I doing
somebody.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What were you saying about the shows?
That was my big areas. I got the big show points one done and the hotels. Although we were both kind of racing on hotels, I think, and you did even better than I did on hotels.
The funny thing is,
You
I
improved
wasn't.
them.
I wasn't even trying for it. It
Yeah, it's just one of
happened
those
to
things you
work
happen
Yeah,
to
worked
catch
out,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even believe I actually finished the ones that I did do because I had so many holes. The construction is
Yeah.
the toughest part to like deal with, especially because it's you're betting on the future that you'll be able to fill it in. And I only did these, right? I was like, well, I really want to try to finish that row,
Yeah.
and I did make it all even, which is pretty hilarious. That's a whole bunch of twos. What do you think, Nick?
it is a lot to keep track of.
Right. Yeah.
But, you know, along with tile games, I like organizing and trying to fit stuff.
Yes.
So this I enjoy because I wanna organize my city and I want it to look wonderful and beautiful and all that kind of stuff. So I still have fun with this kind of game, even though it's a lot of extra stuff to keep track of
I think the
here.
powers too can be a little tricky the first time through. Okay, so what exactly is this
Well, all
doing?
of it is a lot
Yeah.
of things
What's
to
that
keep
doing?
track of.
Yeah.
You really
You're
have
juggling
to.
a lot of balls.
You have to. I think you need to play this quite a few times just to absorb.
I agree.
All of the little elements that you're dealing with.
All the parts.
I think that another big difference between this one and the first Welcome to is just this odd and even thing, and the gaps that you then have to construct. It just adds a little complication.
Well,
to
provided
just
you
putting numbers
don't
in.
do the upgrade to them to build, then you're okay.
And
It's
you
still
might
a
not
hole in
need
the
them.
ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you don't do that, you have my and Rusty's turn at the end of the game where we couldn't play the numbers that were flipped.
And if you don't do them, you won't.
I don't
get
even
those
remember
results.
15 coming up. So clearly, when it did show up before, I didn't go for it,
Yeah,
which
did
I
something
should
else.
have, because it's probably the low one. How many in the deck, right? None. One.
The distribution is like maybe 2 of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a lot. And you know, I'm thinking I'm going to use that, right? Well, I'll
Yes.
get those 15s, and I did it twice.
Yeah.
So I guess it is 2 times. I should have.
Or you maybe upgraded one? Did you?
I don't
No,
believe
you
so.
didn't,
I think
'cause you
these
didn't
are
have
both
any- yeah.
15s.
What about you, Rusty? How'd you find it?
I enjoy it. It's like the original. I like the puzzle of being able to figure out where to lay the numbers and that risk of
Yes.
do I wait? Do I let that number go by and try
Right.
this one? But what I really enjoyed about it is the way they changed the powers here. This is something it's not necessarily immediate. You have to drive the game forward to get those.
Because
And
they were
then there's
buried
an
in here, weren't
expansion.
they, before? Like, it was called BIS. That was the sort of what's called expanding
Oh,
here. But it was
yeah,
actually
yeah.
a card that you had to get.
Yes.
Here,
Yeah.
you could use it at any time as long as
Right.
you have, built up some
Well,
memory.
it's that all the timing of that was the part I had the hardest
Yeah,
with, right? Like
yeah.
just, oh, wait a second, I'm in trouble. And didn't think about that, right? I
Yes.
did not think about leaving myself some wiggle room at the end, because this is where Rusty ran into it too. Getting where he ended up doing all these hotels,
Yeah.
but that's the bulk of the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Is that mid-range, and you obviously learn from experience of doing that, right? But I almost feel like, so for me, here's the biggest problem with the game: you kind of actually need to everybody do it together. You can't. There's always going to be somebody that's at a deficiency on understanding how this works.
Yeah, especially the
So
first time through or
you
two.
basically
Ooh, yeah.
need to. I mean,
Yeah.
almost every time you
Yeah.
play the game, it'll probably be with somebody new, right? Unless
Yeah,
you're playing by
yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
So you're going to have to pay attention, and it slows the game down.
Yeah.
This is a long play
Right.
for me for what it is. Now, that doesn't say anything about the game, because
Yeah.
I didn't realize that this much time had elapsed, and I was having a great time.
Yes, yeah.
But it is a longer
chunk.
game for what you think it should be.
And if you're going to do that sort of checking what everyone's doing,
Yeah.
more players, it's going to make it longer. A
Yeah.
two-player game, even if you're checking, it's going to be faster. 'cause
Sure,
you're only
sure.
looking over-
But I mean, they say
Yeah.
35 minutes, and we did everything,
Sure.
but we
Yeah.
really have to.
We
I
were
mean,
checking.
You
were
were
checking.
screwing stuff up, and
Yeah,
you have
Just
much
things
more
to
knowledge
mix.
of the
Yeah.
rules. It's very difficult to keep track of everything,
Yeah.
and to remember to do everything, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just there's a lot. I remember reading through the rules and going, wow, how am I going to remember all this to teach it even? This is a big help, honestly.
Sure.
There is a lot here.
It's
in the
all
play rates.
there. Again, look
But
down,
you
like we
gotta-
were talking about
yeah,
the other
you
day.
gotta look down and see that it's there. I found by the time we were getting, to the midway point of this, I'm like, okay, I think I got everything. I think I understand everything. But then you forget maybe a little something. Like, oh, I can use this power.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
definitely. Well, when you said one only per
Yes.
turn, I'm like, oh, I should use these. I should be
Right,
on this
yeah.
more
Yeah.
aggressively in using them. And I had to in the end, because I couldn't do anything. So that was pretty fantastic that I was able to fill that park up, because that would have been a minus 10 points for me. So then I would have been with you basically
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, if I had done a little better organization just in general here, that's where my weakest part was in the odds and evens. I just kind of said, okay, forget it. I
Well,
tried to go for everything else.
I focused on this one, right? And I was
Yeah.
trying to do this one, and it still was 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it's
Yeah.
not terrible.
Well, that's good.
And I mean, this one that was just 3, ended up being something. So, it's not bad.
Well, I mean, I think that's why they, with all of the different powers, they recommend you play it this way first, and then you add another power
For
the next
sure.
time you play in.
Yeah, we went
because
crazy.
then everybody has got a basic grasp on the
Yeah, the two
generic,
things that
on
they
the
leave out
straight up.
is this thing, the
Yeah.
fold, and the golf course.
Oh, okay.
Everything
The
else
fold
they-
is minor
yeah.
league.
The fold is pretty minor.
If you
league.
aren't using if you don't want to have the betting thing here with the fold, You can choose not to use it, in which case everyone starts with 3 money
Okay.
as a default. So you kind of know what you're working with right
Sure.
from the jump, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know how much I would. And obviously, it didn't impact me that much. It helped you in the end. How much extra did you have?
Just tons. 6.
Oh, okay.
I went too overboard.
Oh, wow.
I was constructing things and was getting a little nervous about whether or not it was going to be an issue for me later, but clearly I had plenty of room.
I
What?
knew that you were going to do them.
I was trying to tank it. That's the other thing,
I
too.
knew you were, and I knew the rest of us wouldn't. So I was pretty certain that we were okay.
For my
Because
personal.
Rusty's with me. He's like, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do
want
here. I'm going to
money.
make sure I have some money, and I know Nikki's doing the same thing. So
I'm trying
Yeah.
to drag everyone down.
But for my personal play of the game, the thing that the most is that the golf. I knew it at the beginning. They had to be placed next to each other. I almost placed something somewhere over here at the beginning of the game.
you're
And
like,
I said,
can't do that."
I can't do that, blah, blah, blah. And I put it there, and then a couple turns down, I
did it,
went
yes.
blank, and I did it. And I know for a fact that I could have done this correctly
Yeah, I mean,
and gotten
I
a ton
worked.
more points.
I had to work to do that, though, Nikki. I mean, it was not simple to do for sure.
I know I would have been able to do it. So it kind of that
It's a lot of twos to
forgot
make that happen, though.
rule.
yeah.
Yeah.
What did you
Yeah.
do in yours to repeat? Did you repeat anything?
I didn't repeat anything. That's why it took me so long, and you were able to complete it, and I wasn't. And he beat me to the par 4.
Right.
The parkour, par 4.
Yeah.
It's funny though, like I got welcome to, and I've now got welcome to the new Las Vegas. If I went back to the other one,
It might
I
be
wonder
too
if
little.
I would, yeah.
Yeah,
'cause-
you want the
'cause
more-
Now I feel like
the steroids
I'm sort of-
version?
yeah. I like that I was struggling here a little bit to
Yeah.
figure everything out.
Well, have you played any of the extra expansion,
not.
the Halloween
No, I
one and the
haven't. I
sci-fi
haven't.
one? Okay.
Do they each add some new little
I
element
think
as well?
so, but I haven't played
Yeah,
them
we
either.
have most every one of them except
Yeah.
for maybe one. I bought them all because
Yeah.
I like this, but we
Yeah.
never get to play.
Right.
But yeah, this is great. It's really I heard some people grumbling maybe because it was just a lot to deal with, but I think it's great.
I think if you like this type of game, you want a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
if
you
want
do.
It's you got a little more going
Yeah.
on than the typical flipping right or rolling right, then this offers maybe a little more meatier experience. Yeah.
It's really, really neat. Really, it's funny because when it was being described to us at FIJ, I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But, because the limo was the one thing that I thought was the dorkiest thing. But it's actually pretty awesome.
It's kinda
I mean,
great.
I like that Nikki ended up just going for broke,
Yeah.
Well,
I
because
chickened out.
I did this
You cut yourself off. Yeah.
stair step because I was
Yeah.
trying to get,
Yeah,
this
catch
is the
everything.
quickest path.
Right.
And so clearly they laid that out so you wouldn't do the stair step thing.
Maybe don't. Well, now we know.
Now we
I hadn't
know.
thought about that possibility of blocking yourself off. but
Yeah.
It can happen.
Because this path,
Yeah.
I was getting the most
getting good
benefit,
stuff.
but then I got this stair step
Yes.
and you can't go over your
Right.
tracks. So there
Oh,
you
actually,
go.
I have I have a few more points.
Oh,
It's
really?
only 2. 1, 2 to
Aw.
get back to the light. Right? I was going here.
Yeah, where's the end of
1,
your track?
2.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I have 3 more points. I'm just under Rusty.
There you go.
Okay.
Exciting.
Even better.
141. I wish we tied. That would have been fun. Because I think there's so much going on for anybody to tie would
That's
be
impressive.
amazing.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, that'd be very impressive.
Well, good job there, Rusty. Really, really great play.
Yeah, I love
You're
that.
really good at these, though. I know that you think that you're ambling and stuff, but you have a pretty
Yeah.
good sense of what you're doing. It's just the end. I realized I did have the awareness to I need to make sure I focus on the ends a little bit. And I did, but I didn't do all the construction on the ends. And I think that you kind of need to do that. I should not have built this 2 here. I should have absolutely done what I could do to put it on the end. Because just later on, I mean, I remember now playing the old one and having the same
Yeah,
issue
same
with the
happened,
numbers.
yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, this is awful. The worst stuff could be coming up is coming up. But I don't know exactly what the curve of those cards is, but I know it's pretty brutal.
Sometimes the number's great, but the power it pulls you.
Oh,
You
for
feel
sure.
pulled.
I
really want this number, but I
absolutely
really
made
want that
these
power.
choices over. Amazingly enough, I clearly did take the 15 at least twice. But still, I mean, it's hard. Well, thanks for teaching us, Rodney.
Well, it was a pleasure. I'm glad that it worked. I was a little concerned about my ability to teach it, but I think we got through it.
I think you did.
Well, and I want to thank you guys for playing with me, of course. That was a lot of fun. And don't forget, you can also subscribe, and you can click that little notification bell so you get notifications anytime there's a new video. But until next time, thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.
Bye.